Hey everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to my Voltron Model Kit building stream. Part 2. We're going to continue checking out this model kit that I got for Hyakujuo Gorayon, also known as Voltron. We already started last time. I started assembling the Black Lion, but then I kind of had to cut the stream short because I accidentally cut one of my fingers. Kind of started bleeding a lot, so okay, I can't continue working like this, so we kind of stopped. But no problem. We had enough time. Fortunately, I have this. My body has this healing factor where I'm able to heal small cuts in a couple of days. yeah. If I get a small cut after about a week or so, the cut is completely healed. That's an amazing superpower. So yeah, my head has healed so far right now, so I am able to continue. Thanks for following, Elevator86. Normally, this is my channel is a retro gaming channel, but I'm starting to every now and then do a model kit building stream. So if you want to come for the model kit, stay for the retro games. So yeah, let's see. Continue, switch to my building stream and check out the progress that I made last time. Look at that. I started with, I had the Black Lion, but I didn't complete his hind legs. But because of this, we can already do a little bit of the transformation sequence. Look at this. Okay. Switch this and fold it in. Open this compartment. Close it. Then I switch to this. Switch to this. Open the mouth. Pull out the horns. The wings. Unfold them. When I was building, I was kind of wondering why do the wings have this kind of piece missing? It's because it fits on the shoulder like this. Well, there you go. We have the robot torso already built. I mean, we don't have the hind legs of the lion, but that also means we don't have the thighs of the robot. But yeah, he's just missing his arms and legs. But the torso and head are already complete. I want to, well, this, let me undo the transformation because I want to complete the Black Lion, and then maybe the stream do maybe one of the, or maybe two of the other colored lions. Let's see if they're quicker. I'm assuming they're a little simpler than the Black Lion. They don't have quite as many components. Or maybe they'll be quicker. Undo the transformation. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can avoid cutting my finger again. This stream. Okay, there you go. Back in lion mode. Things folded. Pretty cool. All right. Get the box open again. Let's see where we left off. Okay, we haven't applied any of the stickers yet. These are transformation instructions. This is the building instructions. Where do we left off? Number 20, I think. Right? Yeah. Number 20. No. 24. Here we go. Step number 24 is beginning the assembly of the hind legs. I did get a new tool for my assembly. I usually only use this X-Acto knife for cutting. That's how I cut my finger. I was kind of like that, right into the finger. But for the thicker parts, I did get this pliers from my toolbox. Just not really the appropriate pliers for building. These are more for the electrical type, but I'm thinking if there are like pieces that are with a lot thicker connections, maybe I'll use them to cut them and then use the X-Acto knife to shave off the bits. Let's see. I'm gonna need A, J, and F. Back to hunting all the pieces. A lot of pieces here. A, over here. Look at this blue piece already has some colored parts. Very appreciated. So, probably the chest of the blue lion. Yeah, I think I want to do maybe the legs first or the arms first. What do you think? Should I? I mean, if I do the legs first, he'll be able to stand at least, even without any arms. Wait. F are black pieces. Here we go. Oh yeah, the F pieces have two of them mirrored. And J. I already started. J, here we go. Alright. Got everything. Let's start with 10. Yeah, these are the parts of the hind legs. 10 and 5. 10, 5. These two. Like cutting like this, right up against the like this. That means leaves as little bits as possible. Just gotta watch out for which way I'm cutting, because as soon as I finishes cutting, it really goes all of a sudden. So if I have my finger on behind it, that's how I get cut. There we go. Yeah, then depending on the thickness of the plastic and I guess the type of plastic, it kind of, even with the X-Acto knife, it's pretty quick to slice off the piece you need. Especially if you slice off right at the edge, just makes it quicker. But still, might not be the most recommended way to cut pieces, because there is the danger of the finger. I don't know if you can see my scar here. It's kind of that's kind of hard. Yeah, it's a little out of focus. Oh, okay, let's just shave off a little bit. Remained. Let me see a lot of my forehead because I do a lot of these scenes really up close like this. I did also make sure to wash the blade just in case there's another accident. Any infections? Get off this a little bit. Almost like I'm carving out any extra bits. I think maybe because that accident kind of happened right around the end of the stream, like after around 3 hours. So maybe I was getting tired, and that made me get a little more careless with how I was cutting the pieces away. So maybe I should be more aware of my stamina, how tired I'm getting or something. If I'm too tired, I'm more likely to make a mistake. I do have a bunch of other plastic models, so even if I do, I doubt that I'm gonna finish this on this stream. But even if I did, I still have a few extra models left to build, because I kind of use this model building as a kind of a way to almost like a way to have a little bit of therapy, like almost a way to, I don't know, relax if I'm too anxious or too preoccupied with something. It's a way to calm my nerves. So I got these models, but I kind of left them on standby for whenever I needed, just in case I needed something to build to take my mind off things. I guess I didn't really need them at any point. Just that things didn't get quite as bad where I needed to have something. I think this is this one, right? Okay, this is kind of confusing because there's 3, 6, 7. I'm assuming 3 is this one, 6 is this one, and this is 7. Yeah, 1, 5, 2, 4. Yeah. Placement of the numbers is a little confusing, but if this is 7 and this is 6, this must be 3. So far, I feel like the articulations of the robot mode are looking pretty solid. I mean, when I was building my first Gundam, I didn't really glue any of the pieces down. So because it was such a tiny model, I guess the pegs are not that deep, so they kind of come off really easily. So the figure ended up being pretty fragile. Last time when I got it to show off on stream, it kind of a lot of tiny pieces broke off, and then when I was trying to put some of the pieces back, a leg fell off, fell down the ground, and broke into a lot of other pieces. But yeah, eventually I did put it all back together and put it back on the shelf. But yeah, it is kind of annoying that it's such a fragile pieces. But probably because any pieces that weren't meant to move, I guess I should have super glued them or something to make it more stable. But with this one, I feel like I don't need to, because I guess the figure is large enough and the connections are pretty solid. I don't feel like this one is going to come apart quite as easily as that first Gundam did. J1. Which is pretty nice that since it's a transforming figure, and I kind of want to be able to maybe do like what I do. I do have a few actual Transformer figures that on my shelf that sometimes, just for fun, I'll display them in the robot mode, and sometimes I'll display them in the transformed mode. So maybe I'll do the same with Voltron here, and sometimes put it in robot mode, or okay, it's been robot mode enough times. Maybe I'll switch it up and put it in lion modes. If it's a transformable figure like this that I'm probably going to want to switch it up every now and then, I kind of want it to be pretty solid, not come apart very easily. Okay, so if the instructions are correct. Okay, so this piece is here. This piece should be here. This. Yeah. And then this little guy over here. All right. The top part of the hind leg. And of course, everything I do here, I'm going to have to do it again for the other hind leg. Hey, how long is this? Maybe like 10 minutes or so. I kind of wonder. Okay. 26. And now I need M, O, and P. Put these away. Leave the M pieces. Now the K piece. M. O. O. P. F is already here. This one. And M. M. New bag. Another mirrored piece for probably for each of the hind legs. I'm going to keep one side here. All right. Put this away. Here, there. I need M6, M3. Cut away. Three. So that's the other side. Okay, this is how I can cut my finger like this. Make sure it's far away. Check for studs. These round parts really need to be smooth because they're going to be part of a articulation. Yeah, right now on the channel, besides this Voltron Model Kit. I've started a few. I'm starting to prepare some more retro games. Right now I've started playing the Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands for the Wii, which is kind of a different game altogether than the Prince of Persia: Forgotten Sands for the PC, which is the one that I already streamed last year. I was kind of surprised. I assumed it was only be like I don't know, the same story, slightly different level design, because I knew that it incorporated motion controls and the pointer from the Wii, but I didn't know that it would be a completely different story, a completely different plot. So yeah, fortunate that I'm glad that I gave it a chance. It was kind of cheap. No. 6. But still it was worth trying it out and getting it. But I also have a couple other Wii games that I want to try and a couple PC games. I've been playing a lot of console games lately, but I do want to get back to some old PC games from the 90s. Played a lot of them. O2. Yeah, I heard that they had some news about the Voltron live action movie that they're working on. Seems like there might be a 2027 release window or something. I know that there already have cast members confirmed. Henry Cavill apparently is one of the characters, not one of the lion pilots, but like he's the king. Created the lions. Yeah, pretty cool. Like I imagine that the movie version of the lions is going to be a lot more detailed, I guess, than the cartoon version. Which, yeah, looking at this model of this lion, he's kind of not very detailed, but that's because I think they're going for like cartoon accuracy. I like that it's not like super detailed, because it kind of makes it look more like the original cartoons. But I doubt that the lions are going to look exactly like this in the live action movie. They're probably going to add some more bits onto the surface. They really like doing that to any robots that they bring to live action. Look what they did to the Transformers. Yeah, I'm just worried that they have a good balance between detail and busyness, I guess, because too much detail makes the design too busy, and I don't know, there is some charm to the simpler designs. Like I feel, well, obviously I think the Transformers in the Michael Bay movies are a little way too busy. I don't like how they design those, but I feel like the designs in the War for Cybertron games and the Transformers 1 movie, I think those are a good balance between simplicity and complexity. It's not too busy, but also not cartoonishly simple. But yeah, I don't expect the live-action movie to look like this, but I hope that it looks almost as simple as this. E6. And I hope it doesn't look like what they did with the Megazord in the Power Rangers movie. That one also not very well designed. I'm not a fan of what they did. I mean, the charm of the Voltron design is so because of the kind of the simplicity of the transformation. It's not like an actual transformer that kind of breaks apart into a lot of pieces and then joins together into a robot mode. Even in robot mode, you can clearly tell which part is the black lion, which part is the green lion, which part is the yellow lion, which part is the red lion, and which part is the blue lion. It's not like it has to change a lot to achieve its robot mode. I think the design of the robot in the Netflix series, the Legendary Defender, it was pretty neat. It wasn't as blocky as the original, as you kind of expected, but still kind of maintained a certain simplicity in the design of both the lions and the robot. That okay, you can still kind of tell that which part is the lions, which part is the torso and stuff. It is that kind of a part of the whole Voltron design, is the fact that it has lion mouths for hands. Voltron doesn't have fingers, right? So he can't have fingers. He has to have the claw grip of the actual mouth of the lions as hands. I feel like that's kind of an important feature. Okay, C5. Oh yeah. Wait, let me finish this leg first. F6. Alright. Part of the leg. Now C5. This is the next step, so I didn't prepare. Where's the C piece? There you go. Mm-hmm. This big piece is the leg. The thigh. Alright. Scrape off any extra bits. Okay, good enough. I'm trying not to be too perfectionist. If it's a little bit off, okay. Any connections with it? Okay, this last one. All right. Okay, so now So this like this. Okay, got a nice click. Yep, that's looking like a hind leg. Nice. I gotta do all over again with the other one. Where's A? How long did that take? Maybe 20 minutes? 20 minutes or so for one leg. So another 20 minutes the other leg. And by the end of those legs, the black line should be done. This for now. Where's the J? J2. Six. Let's see if I can finish this stream without any incidents. Place your bets. If I'll complete, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours and still be unscathed. Maybe another C piece right here, yeah. Might as well get this out of the way. I know I'm gonna need this. Start F3. Where's the other F piece? There we go. For assembling the top part. Little divot here. Okay. A lot of tiny pieces of plastic. You can't really see them, but they're on the cutting board. I mean, yeah, the cutting board is also there so I don't like, damage my desk, but it's also to make sure all the little pieces are not all over the room, so that I can then swipe them into the garbage, into the trash. All right, so parts like this. This part gets this. Line up. I'm not liking how it's not. Whoop. Oh. Let me try pulling this apart. Something weird, something wrong here. Maybe I left a little bit too much. Yeah, I think I could cut more of this. Might be keeping the pieces from being snug together. Alright, much better. This little piece here. Right. I already got this now. Okay. Now the bottom part of the leg. Already got M6, M3, F, F6. Hey there, Bakery. You're lurking. Hope you like the watch my slow but steady progress into building this. I'm starting already. I mean, I kind of already have one hind leg, so I guess I could show this already being put here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the tail. Yeah. Can already fit one of the legs. Oh, weird that the legs is this normal that the leg doesn't snap in like this? Maybe it's supposed to be like this. And then, yeah, like this for robot mode and this for lion mode. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see the transform what the transformation instructions have to say. Okay, 01. 01. But yeah, like I said, I do like that. Not just the joints between the joints of the lines themselves kind of feel pretty solid, but I think the joints of the robot mode, like the lines between each lion, the joints between each lion, the connections between each lion, probably will be just as solid. Which I kind of mentioned this in my Transformers Devastation stream, where I talked a lot about combiner Transformers that I used to play with as a kid back in the day, in the 80s. They kind of had the issue where their connection, they weren't really like meant to play around with, because it was very fragile. You had like a tiny robot head that snapped into the leg of the bigger robot to kind of form a leg, and you couldn't really bend it or you do much of anything with it except just leave it standing there. I think the only thing you could do with the arms, but even then, if you twisted the arm too much and the connection of the shoulder, I guess, part wasn't very loose, there was a very high risk of just snapping off the connection, and then the head of the little robot would just stay inside the peg or the hole of the larger torso robot, and then so you'd have the arm robot would be headless, and the bigger robot would have a head inside its shoulder, so you couldn't even connect another robot to it unless you apply, because that did happen to me actually a couple times. There were robots from the 80s where I was playing around with them in the combined mode, and their heads just snapped off, and so I had to take the little pliers or little what do you call the little tweezers? Yeah, the little tweezers to try and pull the headpiece out of the hole, and then I just super glue the head back, but then of course, because it's glued on, it's kind of very easy to just break again, so I don't know. It's kind of a very frustrating that you'd have this toy that you couldn't combine anymore because there's a danger of breaking it again. But yeah, back in the day, you were a kid, there's this big robot made of smaller robots, you kind of wanted to play around with them, but yeah, they weren't very, very sturdy. I think nowadays they do make robots with, I guess, better plastic or better connections. They are more sturdy, so they are better suited for playing around or posing in robot mode. Even back then, the only pose you could do was just pointing the gun forwards, moving the arms, that was it. But these days you have knee articulation, elbow articulation, everything. I actually don't know how much articulation this robot, the Voltron robot, will have. I'm assuming he's going to at least have some elbow articulation, maybe some knee, but probably not like a lot of like toe bend or no foot pivot or something. We'll see. But even so, even if it doesn't have a lot of articulation, just the fact that the connections between them are looking to be a little more solid, a little more sturdy, doesn't seem like they're going to break easily. They're already a big improvement compared to what I used to play with as a kid. Yeah, it's like typical old man talk. You kids don't know how good you have it today. Back in my day, robots would break very easily. This is good. I think this could be a little more so. Alright. Just missing a foot. E5? E5. E5. Last piece to cut. Keep my fingers out of the way this time. Alright. Brush off the tiny pieces of plastic. Alright, time to assemble. I'll put this like this. This. This here first. All right. The foot over here. All right. You notice a lot of the pieces. I don't know if you can see it here. There are. I mean, it's not like a straight peg. There is a little bit of a groove. I don't know if you can see it. Out of focus. Yeah, I think I can adjust the camera focus manually. No, this is the wrong camera. Wrong camera. Bigger video. Camera control, focus. Here we go. Yeah, you can kind of see it, right? Yeah, like this. So there is, they did design the piece where it will click and enter, but not easily come off. I think it's a very smart design. Alright, that should be it. Now I attach the last leg of the line. Alright. A nice click. And that's it. We got the black lion done. Roar. And now we can transform. Lower the head, pull off the horns, lower the face. Then I guess the legs will kind of go inside the other lions. Yeah, and the tail folds up into. And then the wings. Yes. Yeah. This is how big the final robot's going to look. Almost the size of my hand. I mean, not too big, but not too small either. I think it's a pretty good size. Yeah. That is one lion down. I mean, there's also a weapon, I guess I could cut off. Like, where is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The instructions say that the line should be, this part of the line should be connected. It shouldn't be unplugged. So yeah, that's correct. I wish that wing would click into place, but that's okay. Other than that, is there? Yeah, a little bit of head swivel. Look around a little bit. A little bit of waist swivel. Leg spread. Feels like I'm a toy review channel all of a sudden. All right. E1. Yeah, it's this. This is the weapon for the black lion. Kind of bites onto it. Yeah, I think for now maybe I'll leave them in lion mode, and then assemble when all the lions are done. I'll assemble Voltron. Put him back. Yeah, kind of weird that this piece kind of doesn't. There's a piece that doesn't like plug in all the way, maybe. Well, not really that big a deal, but it's just kind of a weird design. And yeah, the wings do clip into their closed form. Just they don't clip into their open form. All the piece. Make him level. Yeah, see the legs feel kind of loose because of this thing that doesn't plug in. Oh, weird. Maybe I did something wrong, or is it missing a piece or something? I don't know. And then open the leg. I think bite onto it on the top. Or is it at the bottom? Bottom part, yeah. Like this. No, he's gonna bite it. This big peg. Check the instructions here. Am I missing something? No. Mouse and place weapon before closing. Like, how am I gonna place the weapon if the face is in the way? Hmm? I mean, I don't get it. It says to place the weapon onto the robot mouth, but the Voltron face is in the way. How am I supposed to do that? Kind of weird. I mean, not the end of the world if he can't hold his weapon, but still, why design it like this? It's not like the face is easy to remove or anything. Yeah. Alright, it says here, for explanation purposes, parts other than the head have been omitted. Okay, well, maybe there'll be more explanation later on, but for now, I'll keep the weapon, the Black Lion weapon, set aside. But yeah, Black Lion is officially completed. Neat. Put him aside. Let's see who. Well, I guess according to the instructions, the next lion is the red one, which is one of the arms, right? Yeah. Yeah. The legs are the blue and yellow and green lion, or the blue and yellow lion, and the arms are the red and green lions. I guess he's gonna have arms first, or should I put the legs first? Should I make his legs first or the arms first? Or should I just follow the order of the instructions? Might as well. See, I mean, the red lion compared to the number of pages of the black lion feels like it should be a lot simpler. Just the number of steps, it's a lot fewer. So here's hoping that it will be done a lot quicker. Let's see. Got a couple red pieces here already. D12. My fingers away. Did you know, Bear, about the live-action Voltron movie that they're working on? 10. Apparently, Henry Cavill is going to be character, because he's also kind of nerdy, I guess. He probably will, I don't know, try and get the directors to treat the property with a certain respect, hopefully. I mean, I don't know if he's a Voltron nerd, but maybe he likes the property as well, and he'll say, hey, make sure that the characters are well portrayed or something. I think he's also going to be in a Warhammer 40k movie, and he is a big Warhammer 40k fan, so I'm assuming he is also going to try and make sure they treat that property with respect as well. So, I mean, he did, I think, almost did that with The Witcher, so much that he kind of left The Witcher when he didn't like what the writers and directors were doing. So you can kind of hope that, oh, if he's sticking around with this Voltron movie, then maybe that means that they're doing justice to the property. Yeah, I think what's really gonna make or break is the design of the robot. What are they going to do with it? I mean, are they going to make it like the Michael Bay Transformers? They're going to make it like what they did with the Power Rangers Megazord, which I guess, yeah, that is kind of a really bad example of how not to make a combiner robot. It is in the sense it looked a little too human, and you couldn't really tell what parts turned into what body parts. like you can in the original Megazord. In the original Megazord, you can say, okay, that the 1 foot is a Triceratops, 1 foot is the saber-toothed tiger. I don't think you could do that quite as easily in the movie version of the Power Rangers Megazord. So that's a kind of a thing that should be maintained in the Voltron movie, that you have to still be able to tell that which parts are which lions. But in the end, it is still their way of making the movie. Like, you just gotta have to accept whatever they do. No real sense in getting too mad if you don't like the design of the robot. Like, okay, that's how they're gonna do it. B12. My new bag opening. In the end, we still have the original design of the cartoon. Still, that's how I feel like whenever there's a new, I guess, adaptation of any property. It's like, okay, there's a chance that the new property is going to be done well. There's a chance it's going to be done badly. But whatever it is, I still have the original. Can't take that away. 12. Whoops. Oh, come back. Come back, little piece. Don't run away. And it's gone. It's disappeared. Typical. Get a piece. On the floor, my own flashlight. Here we go. Oh, it's over there. G12 and B12. This is for the face. I'm guessing the lion eyes will be stickers. You can't really see, they don't have any eyes here. It's just a red and white piece. And B3 will be 13. B10, B3. You close this like this. Boom. Got a red lion head. Kind of open a little bit. Oh no, you can open a lot. Yeah, there you go. Roar. Which is obviously going to double as the robot's claw grip. There is a sword here as well, so he will be able to grip the sword with this. A15 and 16. Here, 16 there. Out. Good out. C4. Not the explosive, the fourth part of the C runner. Okay. Looks like it might be an elbow articulation. Head is right here. It says assembling the body right now. So okay, this is here. Now I need C2, C3. Hey, we're done. One more runner empty. Nice. Always satisfying to be done with one of the runners. Leave off any excess bits. And then yeah, this looks like a double jointed elbow actually, which is pretty nice because that means he can bend his elbows more than more than 90 degrees. This is a double jointed elbow, if I ever saw one. Nice. Okay, so H6. H6. Once again, I should probably leave a disclaimer that the way I'm doing this, the model building, is probably not the ideal way. Especially because I've already got my finger cut like this. So do not try this at home. You should use the little pliers and all the appropriate tools. Yeah, each. N1, N11, and N7. That looks like the tail. New bag. Tiny claws. Yeah, obviously the black line is the biggest one because it's the torso. So the other lines are the arm lines. I think are the smaller ones. So naturally their feet look like they're going to be smaller than the black line feet. Paws. Okay, and yeah, this is mirrored, so I don't need them. And 11 and 7. 7. And 11. Even after the lions, there's still all the stickers. Maybe I'll try and finish the arm lines, the red and green lines this stream, and then I'll leave the other two lions and all the sticker placements for a third stream. That way, no, this is not a picture bit. Yeah. That way I don't go on for too long, so because doing this kind of position where I'm kind of curved, that kind of hurts my back after a little while, so I can't do this for quite as long as I do my gaming streams, where I'm sitting more comfortably, I guess. I'm gonna try and keep this at around 3 hours like I did last one. Whereas my gaming streams I can do like 4 or 5 hours just fine. This goes here. You got ourselves a tail. Which goes here. It goes on the top. Next, this. There's G2 caution. And then H5 is the other half of the lower body. G2. G2 here. This is like a cover for the tail bit. Probably says caution not to cut. Yeah, because there's the peg that connects this. It connects to a peg that has to remain. So I can't cut it like right up against the surface. I have to leave a little bit of the peg so the articulation's still there. There you go. Always kind of a danger with these parts. If I cut too much, I wouldn't have these connection pegs. The model would be ruined. Well, maybe not ruined, but I would need to, I guess, super glue it back on, and wouldn't be quite the same. Okay, so this goes here. This goes on top. And then there's an N6 piece. The N piece. Whoops. N6. There should be another N. N6. I mean, if you look up the piece, if you look at the piece up close, you can kind of tell where the connection, the runner connection ends and the peg that you're supposed to leave behind starts. It's not like it's a one continuous piece. You can kind of tell, okay, this piece is a little thicker, this piece is a little thinner. You cut where they they join. It's still something to keep an eye on. I'm gonna kind of damage this piece a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Okay. All right. Look, this could be smoother. All right. Okay, so what do I do with this? This. Yeah. Is this right? Yeah. This is here. No, this is not right. This is right. Okay. Okay. Almost put a piece upside down, see? And then now I can join. Close this like this. Yeah, look at that. Nice. This looks like the shoulder connection. You kind of stay hidden like this when in lion mode. And this is the, yeah, this is the bottom part of the lion. I guess the waist, the tail. It's missing the torso and the legs. 7G4. Accidentally broke one of the pieces. Oh. Well, broke off the runner. No. The piece itself is still intact, but kind of risky. The chance that if you break it like by hand, you'll take a little bit of the actual piece along with it, instead of being cut cleanly. That was G7, this is G4. Kind of shaving off the plastic, you can kind of, I wonder if you can kind of see the little flakes of plastic on the blade. Maybe not. Very tiny. Yeah. Okay, let's see, G4, G7. Okay, make sure they're the right way. Yes. Wait a minute. No, Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bottom. Note the orientation and position. I think this is right. Okay, weird, but okay. Depth 45. Each one. And I need Q5 and J16. Where's the J? I was using the J just now. Shaved off, and then I think I don't remember if I ever used the Q pieces yet. Might be. It's a blue piece. Okay. 5. So the red line has some blue pieces. Oh, second one broke off on its own. This is another piece with a weird extra bit. Like, why do they do this? Like, what's the point? This is a piece, a little bit that was completely hanging off the runner. Just something else for me to cut? What's the point? Could just not have that. Okay. Let's see. Change into the orientation. Okay, so this goes like this, and this goes like this. All right. So far, so good. Next, H2. Pieces got left behind. I'm kind of paranoid because I feel like the smallest piece could create like a gap between joints or make it so that two halves won't fit together as snugly, so I kind of want to try keep it as smooth as possible. Just to be sure. Just to be safe. H9. Oops. Carved a little something I'm not supposed to carve, but I think that's going to stay hidden, so that's okay. So I take this, I take this, I take this, and I take this. Okay, so make sure the orientation of the pieces is correct. Make sure I got everything right. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear. I messed up. This part is a little loose. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Not sure what's this about. What? I think this is just a why is it like this? Like this should be the lion. Yeah, this connects to the lion head, but there's still one piece left. Hang on. 10. E10 can go in any direction. Get in there. There we go. Then put in and turn it. Yes. Okay. Kind of weird that it goes out like that, but maybe it's because of the. Maybe it's so it can have more wrist articulation, I guess, for where you can then put it back, and then it's just a neck. The line. Yeah, I hope I got it right. I think I got it the right way. Just to be safe, let me double check. Pick it apart. Yeah, maybe it should have been a little closer to the yeah, maybe I put it a little too far. A little closer like this. Yeah, maybe. I think this looks. I think this feels a little more right. A little piece. Actually, no, it's not supposed to be so close. A little farther away here. Tricky. Like this. Hmm. Yeah, maybe it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Supposed to be like this. Oops. Yeah, it is supposed to be like this. I don't know, for some reason I felt like it should have been a little upward. It looks like it's kind of sloping downward, but yeah, that is how it is on the instructions. Okay. Next, legs. Got K8. Yeah. First time using a K piece. Get rid of this. K8. This lined up. Yeah, my back's already starting to hurt a little bit. Whoops. End pieces. A lot of end pieces for the hind legs. 1094. Yeah, the front legs, I think, and hind legs of the arm lines also need to have like double articulation, because I remember they get really close together when they're in robot mode. Yeah, okay. Get the orientations correctly. Like this. And then this. Like this. Okay. Got a little leg. The right leg. Like this. Kind of cute. Now the other one. Dangerous. I feel like my fingers aren't quite as at risk when I'm doing this shaving off portion because it's kind of slower and there's not so much pressure behind it, so there's no risk of sudden release like with the actual cutting off part. And that sudden release, that's the dangerous thing that can drive a blade into my finger. Now in 8, 12, 13. 8. Yeah, I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and use the ones that I already finished, so that, yeah, so I can get rid of one of the runners at least. 8. And 12, 13. Okay. Okay, now same thing but in reverse. Yes. this. And this here like this. Nice. Alright. That's front legs done. Okay. Hind legs. A6. Like there's another lion with thicker hind legs. I'm assuming those are the lions for the legs. The legs of the lion for the legs. The legs of the leg lions. The arm lions, like I mentioned, are smaller, so they also have smaller legs. The leg lions can be a little bigger, so their legs are going to be proportionate. Oops. Shaved off a little too much, but that's okay. The end piece. And 3 and 5. Got a little cut on his leg. That's okay. It's battle damage. Gotta be careful with the angle of the blade. If I cut too deeply, it's gonna carve a little too much. If it's not deep enough, it's just gonna glide over the bit. Slide over the thing. Okay. Yeah, the hind legs looks like there are only 3 pieces of articulation. This and this. Last one for the red lion. A5. Sometimes when I'm shaving a bit of the plastic, you can see it. Well, I can see a little piece of plastic fly off, and that's why I have the plastic cover on my water cup. Just in case. Don't want any. I mean, don't want any more microplastic than I already have in my body. And 1 and 2. And 2. And 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. Did I already do this? Nope. Okay. This one this way. This way. With this. Red line's complete. Line up the legs. Got a red line. The legs are lined up so he doesn't wobble. Oh. And yeah, I've got a little thing for when the tail is folded up. Unfold the tail. A compartment for the tail. And you can see the shoulder connection on this side, tucked away in there. There we go. There's also the weapon. All pieces. Yeah, I think these are all the weapons of the lions. No, this is a P piece. Where's the O piece? Oops. Oh, here we go. Ah, this is another. Yeah, this is a sword. Another sword, I guess. Or another piece of the sword. And 6, 11, 12. 6. So now I wonder, is it quite easy to remove the face of the black lion to put the weapon inside? For display purposes, I guess. If you don't want it in robot mode, you can take the face out. Weird. In the Transformers, they call it parts forming, when you have to, in order to change in order to change the one mode to another, you have to remove a piece instead of just folding and connecting. Yeah, got it. Or 11, 012. 012. Not sure why these two pieces are separated. Uh-oh. There it is. Eh. Any piece. Very dangerous. Can't let you escape. Is here. This connects here. That's the point. If it was another piece of a different color, I would understand, but kind of weird. See, it's just it's inside. To complete the blade, like why not make it one solid piece, like this side? Look, one side is the other side is a thing I had to connect. I feel like this was unnecessary. Sure the piece doesn't go away. Yeah. And this goes here. Yeah. Come on. All right. And it's done. This one, I think I can fit in the mouth with no issue. Open the mouth. Whoop. Yeah, there's a hole on the top part. Oh. Kind of like a scythe or something. Alright, red line completed. Next, green lion. Which also has a red piece, so before I... Yeah, the green lion has a red piece apparently. How many red pieces? Just one. Before I put away the red runners, let me check which piece it is. I won't be needing these anymore. Except for H15. Alright. Put this aside for now. And now where are the green runners? There's only one. This is all the pieces for the green lion are here. Nice. I mean, obviously there's the white and gray ones for the face and the legs, but this piece, okay. Part 10. Yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes already, so I want to keep this at around 3 hours, so I feel like I have just enough time to finish one more lion, and then we'll leave the rest for part 3, where we finish the leg lions, put the stickers on, and then form Voltron. E8. Do I need an 8 for something? Yes. A13, A14. Yeah, even though he's also another arm, the connection, the elbow connection is slightly different. It's kind of cool. I mean, you'd understand if both the arm lions and the leg lions were kind of mirrored images of each other. They kind of look the same, but it's always nice to have a little bit of asymmetry. Yeah, it looks like I don't need the A runner for anything else. Put it away. Don't need these black ones either. Trying to keep things a little more organized so I don't need quite as many. The legs I need L and N. I don't need the M one. Right? Which ones do I need? Which ones do I not need? I need N. Oh, this one's done actually. Well, this N is done. There's another N with all the other pieces. I don't need K anymore. Here you go. The other N for the legs of the green lion. I need a C and L. C and L. It's B. Leopards. Where's C? Where's C go? Oh, I also need A8. As well. I think there's only one piece left on the A6. It's not here, so. I gotta say, lately the Twitch auto mod is doing a good job at filtering some spam bots messages. A lot of times I would have to mute them or and block them myself, but these days I'm just, oh, there's a new message from a spam bot. I just deny it. You don't even see it. Very nice. Must have upgraded something. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm actually multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. With YouTube, I don't, oddly enough, I don't have quite as many bots on YouTube as I do on Twitch. Might as well get the weapon out of the way. E3. Very spiky weapon. Oh, dang it. Damaged one of the spikes. Oh well. Not quite as spiky anymore. Not worried about that. It happens. Yeah, can barely tell, but one of the spikes is not quite as pointy anymore. This one. Still looking for L and C. Yeah, I had a C4 somewhere. Where is it? Missing? Oh, here we go. It was right at the bottom. Oh, here we go. A white runner on the bottom of the white box. I couldn't see it. And now I need an L piece. Oh, here we go. Okay. Got everything I need. All the necessary runners for the green line. Okay. Except B. I need a B piece. What? There you go. B8. I think that's the only B part. Oh. Nope, B9. Bottom of the jaw. Alright, okay, now I don't need the B. By the way, how do you like my BGM? I kind of picked it because I thought it kind of sounded like, I don't know, almost like you were in a old school RPG tavern or something, like very kind of medieval, but kind of chill. Not very like a. I didn't want like an adventurous or very high spirited BGM, but I wanted like, okay, you're just chilling, just hearing stories in a medieval tavern. Kind of where your party goes before it goes on a quest. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. Oh, maybe I'm the one telling the story. The time I went on an adventure. Been on many adventures before. Stay a while and listen. Alright. Okay, so this goes here for half of the head. And now here's the bottom. R9. I actually selected this music and then I kind of edited it so that it was a clean loop. So that if you wouldn't like you wouldn't be able to tell when it would cut and play another loop. I mean, hopefully you can't tell. I kind of wanted it to be a. I didn't want to like a music that you could see that you'd start and stop. So I did a little bit of audio editing to make sure that the end part and the start fit together cleanly. Like this. And this goes like this. Alright. Rawr. At the head of the green lion. Nice. E4 piece. This bit goes like this. Like this. Alright. C2, C3. This way. And we're done with one more runner completed. Nice. Alright. Maybe I should do a little sweeping here on the cutting board. Lots of tiny pieces of plastic. Another double jointed elbow piece. Okay, R1. Wait, let me do what I said. Sweep. Don't want any little pieces to be stuck in between. In between the pieces. Everything to the corner here. Okay. It's a little cleaner now. R1. Right. So this goes here. Yeah, the tail. Where's the tail? In 11 and 7. Alright. These kind of two half joints kind of remind me of Lego pieces. Back when I used to play a lot with the Technique sets. You kind of feel like the two joints put on Lego pieces. The tail. It goes here. And then this part. Or 11. Yeah. Step 61. here. Goes here. And this, and then turn this around. This goes this here. And now the cover R4. Nice. I think this could be a little smoother. Nice. Yeah, the green lion has a little bit of a curve to it. To him, I think like the red lion is a little more angular, more boxy. Green lion has, yeah, even the waist joint, I guess, is like circular, while the red lion is square. This is the neck joint, is also a circle. Very tiny little bit of design, but still interesting. Alright. Now R2 and R5. These two pieces. Alright. It is kind of nice when it's almost already smooth when it cuts. Less shaving I have to do, the better. Okay, so this gotta make sure this is orientation correctly. Little L piece to the bottom, right? This bottom piece like this. One piece like this. R6. Got 3 more pieces on the green runner. Very close. This is a peg. Don't cut that. Now we use this red piece that we got earlier. R8. Same wrist connection. The red one had it. Finally. This way, just I don't want to risk breaking the pegs. Hi there. We tried remake release model kits. Zoid Liger original series. Yeah, well, first of all, I don't want to go for any expensive kits. So no, I guess Zoid designs look kind of cool, but I was looking for specifically the Voltron design. I don't think I would want to like any old Zoid model, especially not an expensive one. I mean, the reason I got this was mostly because I always wanted to have a Voltron toy, and having the model kit is actually cheaper than buying the finished model. And there's also, of course, there's the fun of actually building it. So you kind of have two reasons to get the model kit over the toy. It's cheaper and it's fun to build. Okay, we're done for another run. Maybe I'll look at once I do have a few models that I have still to build. Maybe once I'm done with the models that I have in my backlog, I will look for new models. And then we'll see if there are any, I guess, robot designs that I think look cool. I might check them out. I do have a kind of newsletter subscription to a Japanese figure website. I use Hobby Search. And so I'm signed up for all their figure newsletters, their toy newsletters, their Gundam newsletters. So every time they're releasing new models, I get in the mail, look at all the new models that are coming, or look at all the models that are about to be released. So I'm always checking out what their catalogs are. So far, I'm happy with this one. I mean, even though it was relatively cheap, but I think it is a pretty good quality model. It is a good size. It is transformable like I wanted. I wanted to have something that I could transform from lion mode to robot mode. Because I think there are Voltron toys that are just a robot, that you can't pull the pieces apart and turn them into individual lions. I was kind of hoping. Okay. this one. Close it off. Whoa, got a good click. Nice. The hole is on the top. Line. Alright. Line body, line head. Now just need the legs. Yeah. L8. They have Maggie Ranger, Gattai Robot. You're American, you already knew it's Power Rangers Mystic. Well, first of all, I'm not actually American, but it's understandable because I'm speaking English. I'm actually from Brazil, but I speak English on my channel. But yeah, I know that there are the Japanese names and the American names, English names, and I do remember seeing their. Yeah, $30 is a good price for a robot assembly kit, I think. I do remember seeing on the Hobby Search website the vehicle robot made of like 15 vehicles that turned into a robot that was supposed to be another Voltron type cartoon. Yeah, I saw that one being sold, but wasn't really interested in that one. I really only wanted the Lion Voltron, not the vehicle one. Or there's the, what do you call the Japanese name, Hyakuju o Gorayon. It actually says here on the box. It doesn't say Voltron anywhere, it just says Go Lion. Beast King Go Lion. I do wish I also had a Power Rangers Megazord, the first one, not the Mystic Force one, but the original Gao Ranger, Hyakuju Sentai Gao Ranger Megazord, the dinosaur one. That one I also wish I had a toy of that growing up. So maybe if they ever release a model kit of that one, I might get it. And if it's just as cheap as this one. And 10 and 9 and 4. I actually have a figure of. I mean, I used to watch a lot of really old school tokusatsu series from Japan, because here in Brazil they actually were very popular way before Power Rangers was a thing in the US. We would have other Sentai shows here. And one of them, well, it wasn't a Super Sentai one, it was more like what they call a Metal Hero one. It was called Cyber Cops. And just so happens that they released one figure of one of the heroes from that show. So I got that figure. It's not a model kit, so I won't be assembling it, but it is kind of cool that after so long they decided to release a figure of that character. The show, I mean, in English, in here it was called Cyber Cops, and they kind of like the Sailor Scouts in Sailor Moon. They each had different planet names. So you had Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and Mercury. But instead of magical girls, they were like metal armor wearing policemen. You don't want to get to the Maki Ranger Gatai model kit? Space Sheriff Gavan, right? Yeah. I never watched that one. There are a bunch of other metal heroes that I watched, like Jiban, the kind of RoboCop-looking policeman, Charivan, but the most popular one here in Brazil was Jaspion. He also had a big robot, but it wasn't a like multi-part robot like the Sentai robots. He was just a single ship that turned into a giant robot whenever he needed to fight giant monsters. So I guess that's another one that if they ever came out with an assembly kit of his giant robot, that's another one I would get. I guess it's all depending on each of our childhood, I guess. Power Rangers was a lot of people's childhoods, but I mean, I was still a teenager, so I appreciate it, but my actual childhood, when I was a kid, was Jaspion and the Sentai heroes Changeman and Flashman. And they each had their own giant robots. I mean, obviously, back in the day, they had their own toys from back in the day, but obviously they're very hard to find now. So, but if they ever were to do like re-releases of these giant robots from these much older shows, like they're from the late 70s, early 80s. At least back in Japan they were, and then when they came in Brazil like early 90s or something. We had a lot of those. Rescue Force, Takara Tomy. Rescue Force. Yeah, Takara is the brand that made a lot of toys like Transformers in Japan was from Takara. It's one of them was Wind Spectre, or another Metal Heroes, and Soul Brain, another Metal Hero show. Soul Brain had a cool robot design. But yeah, I have a figure in the mail currently on its way from a Metal Hero figure. Maybe if it arrives by the next stream, maybe I'll show it on stream. But yeah. As for assembly kits, this is the only robot assembly kit that I have. Well, actually no, I do have a Evangelion Unit 2 assembly kit. That technically counts as a robot, I guess. I did have a Unit 1, but I already assembled it before I started streaming assembly kits. But I got a Unit 2, and if the same brand releases Unit 0, obviously I'll get it as well. I'm still waiting. 4. But yeah, I mean, I do have like an Egyptian anime girl that has a robot companion, so I guess that's also a robot assembly kit. But the other assembly kits that I have that I'm probably going to build after this one is the Back to the Future cars, the DeLoreans. I got all 3 from all 3 movies. The regular one, the one with the flying wheels, and the one with the stuff, all the stuff on top from the 3rd movie. And 9 and 4. And 4. Where's 4? Here we go. Where is N4? As for Voltron here, I still have 2 more lines to go, and it's getting kind of late here, so I'm probably going to have at least 1 more stream of Voltron before I'm done. Yeah, I do have a few, I guess, childhood robots that I would like to have toys of, but they just not being released because they're very old. But I mean, Voltron is also very old, so I mean, they did release it, so there's always a chance. Remake. Yeah, there are. I do like it when they remake old school action figures with like new plastics, because if you want to like get action figures from like the 80s or something, you can always, I guess, try and find them used, but even if they're in good condition, the plastic has aged, and they're probably going to be, I don't know, brittle or faded or something, because I mean, it's not a very good deal to get like really old toys. They're probably going to be very fragile, very damaged. So when they make new figures that look like the old ones but are made with new plastics, that's even better. I recently got all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1988 6-pack. Now I finally have my namesake. Leonardo figure from back in the day. I had a few Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys growing up, but for some reason I never had a Leonardo figure. I had like a Michelangelo and a Donatello figure, another Shredder figure. But yeah, back in the day you couldn't like order things online. You just had to deal with whatever was available in your local toy store. It's kind of understandable that sometimes you wouldn't have the thing you wanted because it just wasn't available. But now, you see something that's available, you can just get it. This is right. And 9. Does Brazil like Senseiya? Oh yeah, very much. I mean, that was a part of my childhood. It's called, well, they're called Cavaleiros do Zodíaco here. They're also very popular in like other countries in Latin America, like El Caballeros del Zodíaco. Those are in Spanish. But yeah, in Portuguese they're called Os Cavaleiros do Zodíaco. I never knew back when I watched it. I never knew that it was called Saint Seiya in English. Only much later that I found out the American name. I had Saint Seiya toys as well. The articulated figures with the actual metal armors that you snapped on, and then you could snap onto the frame for the animal or whatever symbol, zodiac animal it was themed after, and you take off from the frame and snapped onto the figure, just like in the cartoon. But yeah, here we all watched Saint Seiya as a kid. It was like on TV. It wasn't even like on a special cable channel or anything. It was just regular TV. We had tokusatsu heroes and early anime. Like we back in the early 90s, we had like original Dragon Ball, not even Dragon Ball Z, just regular Dragon Ball on TV. I'm assuming it's because of all of the Japanese migrants that came here back in the day. That we had a big Japanese population, so I'm assuming that made it easier, and of course, yeah, good relations between Brazil and Japan, but that made it easier to like bring over a bunch of like Japanese shows from back in the day, either tokusatsu or anime. So yeah, we had tokusatsu much earlier than Power Rangers, and we had anime much earlier than Dragon Ball Z. I understand that in America, the Toonami was very much responsible for bringing anime to the mainstream. But yeah, we already had those before. This is the right foreleg, right front leg. One leg down, 3 to go. 9. That was a close one. Got my nail, but not my finger. Gokaiger Morpher? Broken because your little brother cleaned it with water? Why did breaking it... Why did water break it? Is it like an electronic thing or something? But yeah, it is hard to have like, toys from your childhood survive intact into your adult age. I still have a few, but most of them are either broken or very fragile or missing pieces. Just part of life for your toys to be slightly damaged over the course of your life. Which is why it's nice to have to be able to buy them as adults, because now you're able to take better care of them. Make sure they don't get broken. You don't lend them to other irresponsible children that won't take good care of them. Yeah, I had some toys that got broken, not because I broke them, but because I made the mistake of lending them to the wrong people. And 12, 13... We actually even had, I mean, you mentioned how Saint Seiya was very popular in Brazil. We actually had the song, the opening music, dubbed in Portuguese. We had like Brazilian artists singing the Portuguese dubbed, the translated in Portuguese version of the theme song. Same thing with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, actually. Kind of neat. Don't really do that nowadays. You look up on YouTube, you can probably find Portuguese version of anime openings. All right. 2 legs done. 2 to go. L6. Okay. Mm, 3 and 5. Oh yeah, the hind legs are fewer pieces. Okay, 3 out of 4 legs. 1 to go. Done here with this. Good damage. Okay. In 1 and 2. Last piece for tonight. Also last piece of the runner. Nice. Hey. Last, not least. There we go. 4 legs out of 4. We got a green line. And we can... It's... Put weapon in its mouth. Oh. Line up the legs. There you go. So yeah, I could already transform the arms and attach to the Voltron torso, but since we're so close to finishing it, well, one more stream to finishing, I think I'm gonna leave it the final transformation sequence for when the legs are done, or the other 2 lions are done. And yeah, swipe this a little bit. Present my progress. Got the green lion, got the red lion, And we got the Black Lion. Well, Black Lion doesn't have his weapon. It's... Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. The Black Lion got his weapon, but for some reason he can't put it in his mouth. Can I remove the face? I don't think it's easy to remove the face. Oh, actually it is. Oh, the face can go up. Nice. I can. There you go. Now the Black Lion can bite on his weapon. Well, that answers that. Why couldn't I put it because of the face? Because the face is actually separated. This part still intrigues me though, but not that big a deal. Yeah. Pretty cool. Good progress for today. 3 lions done. The next stream will be the blue and yellow lions, and probably applying some of the stickers. Still got a whole bunch of these. Will probably be another 3-hour streams or so, and then we'll do the final transformation sequence, and we form Voltron. Yeah. Oh. If you like these kind of model kit building streams, make sure to follow the channel, even though I kind of mostly do retro gaming channel. Retro games on this channel, actually. This is mostly a retro gaming channel, but every now and then I'm doing model kit assembly streams, like maybe once a week or once every other week. But yeah, next stream we're going back to old school game, either from the Wii era, or NES era, Genesis era, old PC games as well. So I play a bunch of them. You can look on my channel. I already finished over 220 games or so on this channel. I've been at it for a while now. But yeah, this is my first model kit, but I've been playing a lot of games on this channel. So if you like, I guess, retro properties like Voltron or retro gaming, you make sure to follow the channel. I do a lot of those. So yeah, hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye!